Hey, yo, what's the deal? This your boy Tag from Pro Wrestling Tag. You know what I mean? As of this recording, it is 12:11 p.m. February 23rd, 2026. You know what I mean? This is the first video of the day. This might be the only video of the day and such. A lot of stuff has happened, within the last within the last 4 to 5 days with me and such. And I know I did say that I was not going to, make videos for a while, but I realized that videos is therapy for me. You know what I'm saying? Making wrestling videos is therapy for me. I mean, I'm not going to go into detail about what actually happened in my job, but I know it's like something horrific happened to a point where, it destroyed like my mental state and such, Not that, it was, it was, how can I say this? I will say this, always love the people who you're around. You know what I mean? Let them know that, check in with people to see if they're okay. You know what I mean? Because you just never know what they're going through and such, It was just a real sad and tragic situation, that happened in my job. And then on top of that, it seemed like with wrestling news, it's just been like not fun. Like wrestling has been, it has been, garbage the last 2 months. You know what I mean? It's just not been fun. Here in New York, we're blasted with the fucking the blizzard. Like we are blasted. You know what I mean? They canceled my job and everything today. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going to take place tomorrow. You know what I mean? I don't know if I had to come in tomorrow, but we'll see. We shall see. You know what I mean? Maybe not. You know what I mean? Look, if we don't get the okay to come in, then fuck it. Then I'll just stay in and such, But you know what this channel is about, right? Professional wrestling. And man, do I have a lot of shit to say. Oh my goodness. Oh boy, yo, fucking boy. Let me start with the beautiful Britt Baker, DMD herself. So she did an interview sometime last week stating that, she's not retired, right? Of course she's not going to retire. Of course she's not fucking retiring. Nobody ever said she was retired, right? But her dental practice, she now does it part-time because of sicko wrestling fans and shit like that. I think they were getting threats and some bullshit. So she decided to do her dental work, part-time now, right? And then, all of a sudden, Sean Rossat from Fightful comes with a report stating that her contract is not up until 2027. Which, I'm like, man, let me be honest with y'all or something, okay? AEW and the shit that they do are some of the reasons why I kind of scaled the fuck back in making pro wrestling news and stuff. Because when you hear shit like this, you're like, damn, this is a sole reason why pro wrestling sucks. Because the shit that Tony Khan does, to people like Britt Baker, Chris Jericho, you know what I mean? Who AEW's clearly fucking with and such. What is Tony Khan afraid of? That Britt Baker and Chris Jericho and Britt Baker are going to go to WWE? Because they are. You clearly know they are. But it tells you every fucking thing you need to know about how AEW works. AEW is a cancer to professional wrestling. I don't give a fuck what no one says. If you people don't like it, too bad. Suck my dick. If you guys don't like the truth, then who cares? It seems like a lot of the sickos, like, they get mad when I speak the truth about their bullshit company. Because they know it's fucking true. Like, these motherfuckers have nothing to live for. They have nothing to live for except All Elite Wrestling. Right? They have nothing to live for. And, when you tell them the truth Like, these motherfuckers are the ones that make the tribalism go to a huge extent. They're the ones. You know what I mean? And so, it's funny. It's funny how, like, 7 years ago, when WWE was doing it, right? You know, these same sickos, when Vince was doing the exact same shit that Tony Khan is doing now, right? These motherfuckers are complaining. But then when Tony Khan does it, right? You know what the sickos say? Oh, she has a contract, right? This bitch can't go nowhere. She knows she has a fucking contract. The fuck? You know, oh, she'll be back. She's not going anywhere. She'll be back. It's been almost a fucking year since we seen the DMD. It's been a fucking year. And you want to bullshit me and tell me that, you know, she's under contract, so she needs something like that. She don't got to do a motherfucking thing. She don't got to do jack shit. She know where her eyes is going after, you know, once she gets out her contract with AEW. You know what I mean? Oh, WWE will be waiting for her. Or you already know. They will be waiting for her. You know? And I bet you, and this segues into my next thing. I bet you, you're going to see some bullshit from Dave Meltzer. You know, I bet you he's going to drop some purposely negative news on people like, Britt Baker, like what he did to Royce Keys. And I've noticed that. It seems like AEW, not only AEW, but mostly Dave Meltzer. Dave Meltzer loves to drop negative news on wrestlers when they know they're out the door from AEW to WWE. Danhausen is more than likely going to be in that crate on, in the Elimination Chamber. He's more than likely going to be. I guarantee you. And I also guarantee you that Dave Meltzer is going to say some bullshit about Danhausen. I guarantee he's going to do that. I guarantee you. Because he did this with Royce Keys. He did this with other people, right? He did this with Rusev. Saying that, Rusev didn't want to work. He didn't want to put people over and blah, 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 blah. Right? He didn't want to do this. He didn't want to do that. Right? I bet you that's what he's going to do. Right? Because this is what the fuck Dave Meltzer loves to do. This is what, Meltzer, loves to spring out. Like I said, look at the shit with Royce Keys. Nobody gave a fuck about his age when he was in AEW, but then when he goes to WWE, he makes a big deal. I bet you there's gonna be some bullshit about Danhausen. I bet you. Remember, the motherfucker did some shit to Ricky Starks. Say how, Ricky Starks didn't want to do a storyline and such with Big Bill and yada 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 yada. You know what I mean? I bet you that's what the fuck he's gonna do. He's gonna do that. You know what I mean? This is what the fuck AEW does. This is what Tony Khan pays. People like Meltzer to say fuck shit. You know what I mean? He does this shit. He does this. You know what I mean? He legitimately fucking does this. And then you start to wonder why AEW gets the shit that he gets. Right? He didn't want to do business. He said the same thing with Aleister Black. When it's a WWE star, he didn't want to do, when it's a WWE person, WWE people don't want to lose and blah, blah, blah. This is what people like Dave Meltzer does. People like Dave Meltzer. Dave Meltzer is a sole reason why the wrestling business is in the shit that it's in, right? As a matter of fact, I'm going to throw in an extra subject, and I'm going to put this in the title too. His 5-star ratings don't mean jack shit. I think a lot of times people, now I think, I remember growing up watching professional wrestling and just enjoying the story and just everything that comes with it. Like, if it's a good match, it's a good match. But when it comes down to outcomes and fucking, you want to see the end of a story, to make you feel good. right? This is what wrestling used to do, right? I used to enjoy that with wrestling. Now, these motherfuckers fight for imaginary stars. Dave Meltzer's 5 stars doesn't mean jack shit. It's basically nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. And has Dave Meltzer been out of touch? Yeah, he has. I feel like Dave Meltzer has definitely been out of touch in terms of what professional wrestling is now in today's generation. I think with Dave Meltzer, he just based off of how he runs his fucking operations, tell you that he's out of touch. He's still how many 5 stars has he given, AEW matches? How many? Like a bunch, right? This is the same motherfucker who didn't even give 5 stars to Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker at WrestleMania 25 and 26. Especially 25, knowing that 25 might have been, or not even might have been, it is the greatest professional wrestling match of all time. Bar fucking none. You want to know what this motherfucker gave that match? He gave that match 4 and 7 stars. Like, you see what I mean with Dave Meltzer? Dave Meltzer, do I think Dave Meltzer might have ruined professional wrestling, with the 5 stars? Yes. Yes, absolutely. Without a shadow of a doubt. Because everyone wants to suck his dick, for 5 stars, which basically means nothing. It means nothing. And then on top of that, his awards don't mean shit. The Wrestling Observer, awards don't mean a motherfucking thing. They don't mean shit. They don't mean jack shit. I seen Booker T get angry, or something over, I think it was about the Pro Wrestling Observer awards and shit. It don't mean jack shit. Shit, nigga, I'll go even far as to say I would rather take an award from Pro Wrestling Illustrated than I would from the Wrestling Observer. Like, you kidding me? Like, come on. Like, the fucking, the Wrestling Observer, it's, Dave Meltzer. Again, Dave Meltzer is the guy that anytime I see the Wrestling Observer, it's automatically Dave Meltzer. And to an extent, maybe Brian Alvarez, but I would think that Alvarez has more sense than Dave Meltzer. You would think, Wrestling Observer, Figure 4 Online, like that's Dave Meltzer shit. It's Dave Meltzer stuff. And you mean to tell me that, people take this motherfucker's word for gospel? Like, come on, bro. Like, seriously? Seriously, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Anytime I see something from Dave Meltzer, I just roll my eyes. I roll my eyes because I'm like, yo, like, this nigga is just, he's a fucking fool. He's a fucking fool. And then you got niggas who actually sit there and they believe his shit, bro. They believe all his shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why the fuck am I going to pay attention to a motherfucker who, the shit that he says this is the same motherfucker who said Shibata had to get his brain removed in fucking surgery. And he had to get his brain removed. Like, what the fuck are we doing? This is also the same motherfucker who said that WWE, he claimed, this is a claim, and I made a video sometime last year about it, stating that WWE offered him a creative position in their writing team. Like, come on, man. Oh, I'm a journalist. But nigga, you speak like you know more than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine Dave Meltzer run. I would love to. I'm shocked that Dave Meltzer never made his own promotion. I am shocked that this motherfucker never created his own promotion. I am shocked. I'm beyond shocked that this motherfucker never pulled this off. He never pulled that off. I mean, it's a joke. Dave Meltzer's, like I said, Dave Meltzer's 5 stars don't mean jack shit. It means nothing. It means absolutely fucking nothing. Again, but he get, people like him, that pussy ass motherfucker Sean Ross Sapp, they're all paid, by Tony Khan, by the media. They're all paid. They're all under the payroll. Now, I mean, they're all under the motherfucking payroll. Damn, I don't give a fuck what no one says. Like, Brittany Bell, the weather lady from Channel 7 or something. damn, like she could get that pipe completely. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, I'm about to be out. You know what I mean? Like I said, so there's gonna be changes also in the channel where I'm gonna be talking. I might not do videos every day. You know what I mean? I might scale back on doing videos, daily. I might just do videos when there's something that's sensational. You know what I mean? So we shall see, and I'm gonna definitely holler at y'all. Peace.